Another topic, and we have a guest in studio today.
Hello,
with
guest.
us.
Yay.
This young man is Horacio Frejo, and he is the regional manager of First American Natural Hazard Disclosure.
Good morning, everyone.
And we are going to talk. This is actually going to be. I think it's going to be a fun topic. Most people would consider this kind of a boring topic, but wait till you hear some of this stuff. We're going to talk.
I make disclosures fun.
That's our job, right? In this industry, it's all making boring stuff fun.
That's this whole show. When you buy a house, you get this natural hazard disclosure statement that tells you all about things
that could go wrong.
Not could go wrong, but that are inherently there in and around your property. We all think of earthquake stuff and flood stuff and all that kind of stuff, but there's really weird stuff that goes on in a lot of cities, and Long Beach is no exception. And so, Horacio, you're going to tell us today about some of the common things in Long Beach that are considered natural hazard disclosures.
Squirrels.
Exactly, and pigeons.
No way.
No way. No. There's some actual great information, everyone. This is a great, interesting fact, just kind of like a little caveat. The Insurance Institute of California actually, since 1990 up to 2006, on natural disasters in California alone, over $21 billion have been spent on natural disasters.
Wow.
So keep that in mind. We do live in a wonderful state, obviously, and a beautiful city, but we got
issues.
Yeah, we got some issues.
We got $21 billion worth of issues.
And you can imagine that disasters drive disclosures and lawsuits. So that's the impetus of our wonderful industry.
That word.
Long Beach. Yeah, that's a great word.
Yeah, what are some of the red flags in Long Beach?
Alien landing sites.
Yeah, if everybody can see this, I have one of my neighbor kid.
Can see this, it's radio. But he is holding it up to the webcam for the YouTube people.
But, there is a lot of flooding in Long Beach, so I had my wonderful geological team pull up some great maps here. So first and foremost, I don't know if everyone's familiar with how Long Beach got really popular. Back in the roaring 20s, oil was discovered in Long Beach.
Really?
We are on a rock bed of oil well. So back in the 1920s, over 5 million barrels were discovered of oil down here in the city of Long Beach, along with Huntington Beach oils and also Seal Beach. So we're on a rock bed of a lot of oil. So we have to understand that there's a ton of oil and gas wells here in Long Beach and specifically in Signal Hill as well.
Yeah, they got that statue up there, the two oil rig dudes,
Yes, they do.
at the top of
I remember
Signal Hill.
trying to ride one of those little...
You rode an oil rig, dude?
Tried. Keyword, tried.
Wow, this is a family show, Elisa.
When I was younger. I didn't say it was a good idea, but
She was young.
Not one of my better decisions.
it was one of my brilliant ideas.
Was there alcohol involved with it?
No.
Hey,
is
that why there's all those decks out there in the
now
water
they put
off the shore?
Well, now they put barbed wire around them. I think it was.
Just
I
for
apologize.
I
ruined
like
it for
how
the
they
rest
have
of us.
those oil derrick islands. I call them little hotel islands or hotel.
I thought they were
lobbies.
casinos.
Yeah, that's what I tell all my friends that visit. Oh yeah, it's a great hotel. You have to actually paddle out there to get to it.
You can use a sup.
Yes, yeah, exactly. But anywho, that's one of our biggest things that everyone should be well aware of here in the city of Long Beach.
Oil and gas. Are they running under people's houses? Are there pipelines?
You got it.
Gas and oil running under people's house, and will the disclose when they give you the potential address that they're purchasing, you'll be able to tell them if there's a gas line or an oil pumping pipe under their house.
Yeah, under our environmental hazard report, which you can find if you call me or look it up on our website, you'll actually be able to order a report and get all that information on your. It's www.
Yep.
F as in Frank.
Mm-hmm.
Big Bang.
Big Bang Frank.
Big Bang Frank. FANHD.com.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. If I'm buying a house and I get one of your natural hazard disclosures and it says that there's an oil pipeline that goes under my house to whatever, from a rig to a cleaning station, if that pipeline springs a leak under my foundation,
is that mine?
Are they going to kick me out of my house and just crush the house and fix that leak?
No, this has become a big issue in the state of California. Northern California, there was a big natural. It's a transmission pipeline, and it exploded back in 2010, and it destroyed over 35 homes. So right now, Governor Brown just signed actually 5 bills.
Who?
Governor Brown.
Who?
Yep.
I thought it was Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh, man,
he actually signed back in November of 2011. Sorry, 5 bills trying to regulate all these transmission pipelines, and CAR has actually updated their SBSA and their SBQ forms now to include.
It's a lot of acronyms.
CAR is California Association of Realtors.
Okay,
thank you.
Okay, so. I want to get more of this in the time.
Yeah,
so there's oil and gas running under a ton of houses.
Let's hear
in
about
city.
the weird
What else?
stuff.
I want to hear something
flooding.
weird.
Liquefaction.
Liquefaction. What the heck is liquefaction? Sounds like a rock band.
Swamp?
Yeah, well, has anybody ever been to the beach and they step on the actual sand and water pops up?
Yeah.
That's liquefaction, everybody.
Okay.
So
how far does that go in?
After vigorous, when an earthquake occurs, when the earth shakes so vigorously, it actually brings the water up to the surface. Huh. So what happens to the property?
It gets
sinks. It sinks.
It sinks.
So like off of loins, does that happen a lot?
No, actually, here's a wonderful map of all the liquefaction in the city of Long Beach. So
where can they see that map? Because
if I'm in the green,
you can actually contact me or go to www.fanhd.com.
fanhd.com.
What's green?
Okay.
Green is mild.
We have quite a few, I guess, munition dump areas too, things like that.
Dude, 30%. What's purple?
Purple is actually deep soil conditions of ground shaking. So we got some other fun stuff after an earthquake.
It's like 30% purple. 30% of Long Beach is liquefacted.
Well, pretty much, and not only that, that's the concern that all of us in California. But again, all these disasters. It all comes with a price. We live in one of the most beautiful areas. So, again, like Frank mentioned earlier, do not be afraid of these disclosures. This is something that we have to know and understand that we live in a beautiful place that has a price. Obviously, coastal living has a price.
What else? We only got a couple of minutes. What else? We got liquefaction,
I know people
gas,
freak out about
oil.
radon and stuff like that, too.
Yeah, exactly. People should not freak out about that stuff. Obviously, because it exists. We just need to make sure we disclose it. And the worst thing that we can do is ignore it. And, I didn't know anything about that. Because there is actual information that you can find all this.
And I think if these items are happening, that's probably the least of your worries.
Okay, so in closing, give me a fun fact of something that's weird about Long Beach that most other cities don't have to disclose.
Well, most cities, it's the oil wells, to be honest with you. A lot of cities in Southern California don't have the beauty, oil-rich soil that we have in this beautiful city called Long Beach. So that's what you'll find. I mean, literally, here's all the oil gas wells in Signal Hill and in Long Beach. So it's pretty overwhelming.
Okay, so if you have any questions, go ahead and go to the website that we talked about earlier, which is FANHD.com and look up some of the stuff that is inherent. Now, do you have to have an NHD when you buy a house?
Yes, you do.
It's a requirement.
It's requirement.
It's probably a pretty good idea then.
Yeah.
It's really inexpensive also to have all this, valuable information.
What's it cost for an NHD average? I know that they are...
Well, it's required by the listing or actually the seller to disclose this to the buyer.
Right.
And it's literally $123.95 to get this simple
to get
report.
The info?
And the seller has to pay for it.
Not bad. All right, Horacio Frejo, thank you very much for being here from First American Natural Hazard Disclosure, telling us that there are ups and downs to living in the most beautiful city in the entire world, and that's Long Beach, California. Check out some of that stuff on the site. Like he said, you'd be surprised at where some of these things are as far as in comparison to where you live. So do that. Get a hold of us if you have any questions as well, and you can reach us at 888-BEACH, 562-888-BEACH. For my group here in the studio, for our guest Horacio, for Scott Shang, the Dean of Homeownership University, Elisa Alvarez, and Ario Frank, not to be known as Big Bang Frank.
AKA.
I think it's going to stick, Frank. I really do.
It's just so much...
I'm the real estate coach. This has been Keeping It Real Estate on the Beach on K-Beach Radio. Go Patriots. I want you.
Go down.
We're looking for our 4th Super Bowl here.
Away, Patriots.
No, Patriots rock.
I can't wait till you guys have your drought.
Yeah, okay. There's no drought when you're a Boston sports fan. All right, everybody. I'm the real estate coach. We'll catch up with you next time. We are out.